Sonia Delaunay was born in Ukraine on November 13, 1885. She studied art in Germany and then eventually moved to France, where she continued to live and paint for most of her life. Sonia was an important figure in the world of modern art and design. Her work is sometimes called geometric abstraction because she created abstract designs and paintings that showed mostly geometric shapes. Characteristics of her art style include strong colors, geometric shapes, mostly circles, and lines that break up the composition. She was interested in how different color combinations can change the look of a design even within a single shape. She also liked to experiment with how colors might look different when they're placed next to each other. Something really interesting about Sonia Delaunay is that she didn't just work with paint. She also transferred her unique style onto designs for cars and designs for clothes, which she sewed herself. As you can see, she continued to use geometric shapes and lines to create these designs too. Sonia Delaunay continued to make art well into her old age. She passed away on December 5, 1979, at the age of 94. For this project, I'd like you to create a geometric abstract design inspired by the art of Sonia Delaunay. To begin, I'm using a ruler and a pencil and drawing a few straight lines to break up the paper space. Sonia Delaunay almost always used at least one line in her work. Many of her paintings have more than one line. Your lines could be vertical, horizontal, or diagonal. Next, you'll want to add some circles into your composition. Sonia's art was called geometric abstraction because she used geometric shapes in her work. Mostly she used circles, and some of the circles and lines overlapped. The circles in her work are concentric circles, which means there are smaller circles inside bigger circles. You could use a compass to make your circles, like the one I have here, or you could find different objects that are circle-shaped and trace them. That works too. You could stick to using only circles if you prefer, or you could go in a different direction and add in some other geometric shapes as well, like squares or triangles or other shapes that you can think of. It might actually be kind of cool to try concentric triangles or concentric hearts or concentric squares instead. Once you finish drawing your design with pencil, you should start thinking about how you're going to add color. Are you planning to add color with paint? Are you planning to outline everything with a Sharpie? Are you going to use markers, crayons, or colored pencils for coloring? Maybe you want to use oil pastels and paint. You'll also need to think about what kind of color scheme you will use. Primary colors, secondary colors, warm colors, or cool colors. These are all really important things to think about when you're finishing your work. I think I'm going to use cool colors for one side of my design for the circles, and then I'll switch over to warm colors and color the rest of the circles with warm colors, and then the background I'm planning to paint. I'm using crayons to color because I'm planning to paint the background later. So if I accidentally get paint on the crayon, it's not going to wash away. Now, Sonia used a variety of bold, strong colors in her work, and she often used 2 or more colors together within her shapes. She was really interested in how different color combinations can change the look of a design even within a single shape. You'll notice that her circles and shapes are not painted with just one color, but many colors. You might also notice that she almost never placed 2 of the exact same color next to each other. So just to recap, for this project, I am looking for concentric shapes, shapes within shapes within shapes, and a variety of lines that break up the space. I'm looking for a wide variety of colors or a specific color scheme, and I'm looking for you to use different colors next to each other within your shapes and your design.